Today's sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Evergreen State and CenturyLink Field in Seattle, Washington. Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the Arizona Cardinals and the Seattle Seahawks. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. So out come the Seahawks now for their first possession. They'll be led out by their 5'11 quarterback from Wisconsin by way of NC State, and that's Russell Wilson.
He's always been an incredible decision maker on the field. Takes care of the ball really well, puts his team in the right positions, makes sure the play calls are accurate. Also was a minor league baseball player. Didn't hit very well there. I think he made a great career choice picking football.
Wide open receiver complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. So oftentimes you see defensive holding. Here it's offensive holding for the flag. They go play action here on first down. Deep drop. He's got his man on the crossing route. 26 yards on the pickup there. And that'll be good for a Seattle first down.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense. And reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? And it sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him. They'll run for the first time with Hill. So from the 40 to the 45, 5-yard run. Now we're going to get a stoppage here as we've got an injured Cardinal on the field. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. Now Wilson on second down. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders. Hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
Finding time. All kinds of time. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. It'll be a loss of 5 there as the safety blitz winds up paying off.
Well, the beauty of screen passes is they take a little time to develop, and they can often hit big, but sometimes they take too long to develop, and sometimes you get sacked.
Yeah, what's perfectly called for a defense to attack a screen?
Typically a blitz, and even though people think that the screen operates against the blitz, if you have the blitz called and you still cover the screen, now that allows your blitzers to get there.
It'll be a pickup of 10 yards, and they're going to have a third down. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved, just as you said. They want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
And that will be caught, but out of bounds. Out of bounds, ruled incomplete here. A third down, he tried to stay in bounds, did all he could. He caught it, but was led a little bit too far.
Yeah, and that's always difficult, isn't it? Because you know half of your body is trying to stay behind while the other half is reaching out, trying to catch the football. The top half worked. It was the bottom half that was in question.
That's on target, but it's no good. He had it on line, but it came up just shy of the crossbar, and this will remain a scoreless game.
Chance there from long distance to get our first points on the board. How close was it to getting there? Pretty darn close.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
Well, in that play, the expression, don't blink, you might miss something, certainly applied. That was fast. Defense diagnosed the play, and it was over in a heartbeat.
Now back to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
In today's NFL, you hear all the time about stretching the field and creating space in order to run plays. A toss play will help accomplish that because now you're pushing a defense to chase you all the way to the edges and to the sideline. That's a nice run. Probing now early to try and get things done later.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. The 25-yard line is what they need here. This is 3rd down.
Man, wasn't that long ago that the guy playing that spot was an outside linebacker type of a guy. Now, as a defensive end, how about the speed that he used to get into the backfield and make the play?
And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Their dangerous wide receiver, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Cardinals have taken the early lead. And a nice job by him to catch the slant and then navigate and break free.
And receivers love slant routes because it gets the ball in their hands so quickly and oftentimes on the move. And when they're on the move like that, then they get to use their best asset, which is usually their speed.
And their speed sometimes, like this instance, can take them into the end zone. This will be taken in at the 1. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. We focus our attention on the Cardinals defense now. And they got to be feeling good about forcing that long missed field goal the last go around.
And you know what upsets a kicker more than anything? Is missing a kick they think they can make and feeling like the other side believes that they had something to do with it. And it doesn't matter to those guys on defense. I know. They're taking full credit. Yep, we forced him into the miss, and they're going to ride that confidence the rest of the way. We'll see if the kicker's able to get his confidence back as well.
They start the drive on the ground with Hill. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. On 2nd down, Hill. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs.
I thought guys that were over 30 weren't supposed to run the football this well in the National Football League. How about that veteran leadership? A big-time run combined with some nice blocking by his offensive line, showing that the ins and outs of being a veteran still has his place in this league. His odometer is not totally turned over yet.
And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be down.
Dante Fowler just made a play that he can be really proud of there. Nice tackle for loss, and what a relief it is for him to be back on an NFL field after missing his entire rookie season with a knee injury.
I think the entire defensive unit is relieved that he's out there. That's Juice. On 3rd down, Wilson. A dump off now to Hill. And he'll get yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up 4th down. So on 4th down, here's Jake Shum to punt it away.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Looking left side, and it's complete. The 20. Touchdown, Cardinals. A big play there. An 80-yard touchdown. And the Cardinals are able to show off their quick strike ability. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Seattle now ready to march out of the field. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut it, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
Second down following the run. Again, it's Hill. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to third down.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
So they run it on second down. Now let's see what third down brings here for the offense. They'll try and run for it. Here's Hill. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on fourth. Here's Jacob Shum now. On for his second punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. So nothing there. I don't know that that's all in the back, though. You got to look at blocking there, don't you?
I would agree with that totally. At some point, they have to win at the point of attack. Instead, it was the defense getting it done again and holding them to no gain.
Give them 11 yards that time on the return. And the Cards will take over, 1st and 10. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, to see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time.
I mean,
that's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here. They'll run it now out of the gun. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. Give him 4 on the ground there. They're now left with 3rd and 6. And ready for 3rd and 6. Out of the gun. They'll look to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Third down is the down. Both sides know they absolutely have to win. And the name of the game for the defense is pressure on the quarterback. But pressure on the quarterback with contact, that's how you end up winning it.
Returnable for Lockett. That'll be a 49-yard punt, 6 yards there on the return. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. And the Cardinals now heading out to defend. They have a little something to build off of from last time with a 3-and-out.
And what they have to build off of, great confidence right now. Being able to stuff someone on a 3-and-out, you feel like you're in control now. You're doing the dictating. They want to see if that can continue as this game progresses.
Will it continue? We'll see. And he's got a good gain of 7 up to the 37.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
They come up in an offset eye. Alongside my broadcast partner, Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin hits the Seahawks with a football to begin quarter number 2. They're looking at a 2nd and short yardage to start things out. They run it again with Hill. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. On 3rd down, here's Hill. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down.
3rd and 2, and they ran the ball for only 1 yard, and everybody's going to scream at the offense. But let's give a lot of credit to the defense on that play. Defensive front out leveraged the offensive line. They got more people to the football. Yeah, they won that battle in a big way, and they're forcing a big decision now by the guys on offense.
Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Now here's the signal caller getting ready to lead this offense again. And he's been good. 2 first-half touchdown passes, no interceptions so far.
Does a lot for your confidence. Does a great deal for your team. Gives them a lead, and they're feeling really good about how they're playing. I think he expects to throw at least another one.
I was going to say, now he wants the first-half hat trick, doesn't he?
Oh, without a doubt. Go ahead and fling him on the field, folks. He wants that type of celebration. I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turning around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge? Whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end in the direction they want to run the football. If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a gain. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play. So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
Holding offense.
So a little... They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And the cutback to the sideline. And all the way down to the 22-yard line. A huge play there for Arizona. 49 yards. I guess that's what happens when you give the current NFL rushing leader that much room.
And when you do, all you're doing is solidifying his standing at the top of the leaderboard. He's going to continue to get more and more yards. Good luck trying to chase him down.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. So he got free of 1 tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good 1st down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on 1st down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd.
So if I'm an offensive coordinator, there's one thing that I know for sure. This is one of the top 5 teams in the NFL against the run. So when I look at my playlist, I'm probably thinking about throwing it.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stopped them for almost no gain.
Now Chandler Catanzaro for the Cardinal field goal. From the right hash, just a 34-yard attempt. And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost, and that will swell the lead to 16. So the drive stalls out, but they are able to put 3 points on the board.
Yeah, just a yard or two shorter than an extra point, so no problems converting there.
The Cardinals set now to kick this one away, and off we go. Here come the Seahawks now, set to take over on offense. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. Well, you don't usually get a sack from a nose tackle spot, but we got one there.
No, we don't, and a lot of the times in passing situations, they end up off the field anyway. So how happy was he to work his way back to the quarterback and put him on the ground? He's going to end up with a nickname after something like that, some Big Jelly or something like that.
And incomplete on the deep ball. Tyler Lockett was the target there, and it's third down.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
An extra DB added here for the Cards on third.
Blitzer play coverage.
Third and long, it's Wilson. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And the defense loses him. It's complete. It's a big play there for Seattle. And even 40 yards. A nice job there, Charles. They picked up the blitz, were able to complete the pass.
That had the total feel of a quarterback in control. Red blitz, got him into the right protection scheme, so he doesn't get hit back there. He's got...
After review of the play, the ruling on the field stands.
Well, he challenged the play. It did not pay off.
And that means he lost a timeout in that challenge.
And as a coach, you hate that. Don't know if you took the advice of the player. You threw it yourself, but it didn't go your way.
At the end of the day, it all comes back to the head coach. He has the final determination on whether to actually challenge the play or not. In this case, it didn't pay off for him.
And that's got to be so heartbreaking. You throw that flag, you probably feel really confident, and then all of a sudden, boom, you lose the challenge.
Yeah, when you take a look at it, you're throwing that flag because you believe you're going to be right. And when it comes back the other way, you have to regroup.
False start, offense.
One receiver left, three to the right. Again, Wilson. And he will find his man on the outside. 11 yards on the pickup, and it'll make it a second down.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
They'll run it with Hill. He'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3.
We always like to talk about defense in terms of levels. First level defensive line, second level linebackers, third level defensive backs. On that run, that was what we call a first level run, and it was stopped by a second level player.
Now Hill. They give him 2 yards there as they're set up now with a first and goal.
3rd and 1, partner. No need to be fancy there. Just use some force and move forward and pick up the first down.
Well, they've been practicing goal line offense all week. Let's see if they're able to capitalize here. Hill, the lone setback. And he'll get it up the middle. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2.
Well, he did get a taste the previous week. He got into the end zone trying his best to get there in this game. So far, he's been denied.
Second down, the ball on the 2 here, 2nd and goal. On the ground, this is Hill. And he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown. Jeremy Hill, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks are able to cut into that deficit.
Well, Brandon, he just followed his nose, and his nose took him to the end zone. But how about the big guys up front, giving him at least a stalemate in order to find that space?
Yeah, the O-line won the battle in the trenches there, didn't it? This one taken from the 7. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Now out comes their leader and the captain of the field. They've got the lead. He's a big reason why. Looking sharp so far.
And as we travel around the league, we see quarterbacks get it done in a variety of ways. But today's NFL does tell us one thing. If that guy doesn't play well, their team's not going to win. And right now he's got his team in the lead.
And now they'll look to extend that lead. He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And he comes back with one complete. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. A minute 57 to go in this first half. Back to CenturyLink Field after this. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Larry Ridley is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. So he loses 3 yards there. Now 3rd down.
Time to give a little credit here. That was an excellent read by the guys on the defensive side of the ball.
Oh, you're crediting your defense.
Got to credit them on that one because they tried to fool him, right? Tried to trick him. Ran a screen, and they went to it and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Throwing the slant pattern here complete. And now the Seahawks are going to take a timeout here on defense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Now the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3.
Hurry up, here we go. 3-19. 3-19.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And able to pick up the first across midfield to the 47. I don't know if I agree with that. I guess they don't care if I agree with that. But, boy, you have to be surprised by that, right?
I definitely was surprised that they decided to go like they either had a great play call on or they're trying to show extreme confidence.
And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it.
Here we go now. 3-19.
And 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw again. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains.
That was a nice completion on an out route, and those types of plays are the result of arm strength by the quarterback and timing by the receiver.
And the 8th play on this drive coming up.
Set. Green, 39.
Back to throw now on 1st down. And he will find his man on the end route. Complete. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion. And they're going to speed things up here.
All right, here we go. Green, 39.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And he's got it. Got his man on the end route. Complete. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. Long drive. The defense just cannot seem to catch a break and get off the field. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. This will be caught at about the 3. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. They come up in an offset eye. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he is in for 6. Touchdown, Cardinals. A great effort there with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Cardinals now adding on to their lead.
I heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that could finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Seattle now ready to march out of the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
They begin the drive with Hill. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
A 1-yard gain can look like a disaster, but it all depends on how the game is going. Is it a series of 1-yard gains running the ball? If that's the case, you might have to start thinking about throwing it a little bit more. But if it's just the occasional 1-yard run, hey, congratulations to the defense. They won that one. Come back and get them the next time.
And once again, Hill, he's been busy. And this will go as a short gain on what will be the final act of this first half. So we have reached halftime with the visiting Cardinals out in front, as we will send you eastward to Orlando and Larry Ridley. He's standing by with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Larry.
Thanks, Brandon. I'm Larry Ridley, and welcome to our EA Halftime Report. The Seahawks did not have a great showing last week, and it's been another rough game so far. The Cardinals are trying to stay on the attack and are not allowing the momentum to shift away from them. Here we go. Let's do this. Here's your first half highlights. 3rd down from the 34. The pass and catch is made on the slant, and this play go.
Well, my apologies, Larry. I wanted to hear the report. Somebody's in a hurry, so we're going to get them right to quarter number 3. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line.
Illegal block in the back. Return team. First down.
The wide receiver moving to a new spot. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll be out of bounds right around the 20. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
Time running out here on the play clock. And they'll go with a ground attack here. And down he'll go at the 25. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. The completion good for 3, and it's second down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Now they'll run it on the toss. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
In my book, that's running the ball well, but with intelligence. How about him keeping the clock moving, staying in bounds?
Yeah, even though it's the third quarter, you're thinking ahead, aren't you? This is where your running game can really help you with a lead in the second half.
I agree totally. It's not just end-of-the-half situations that you worry about the clock. It's throughout the game. And with a lead, stay in bounds. Make them fight harder to try and catch you.
And he's certainly not a guy that drops that football very often.
Indeed, because that's a bit of a surprise. I know he's in the middle of some traffic and people, bodies all around him, but he usually has the focus to haul that one in.
Let's go.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. He's going to loft one deep left side here, and he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position, couldn't hold on, 3rd down.
And when all else fails as a defender, when you're not there in the coverage, your best friend is exactly what we saw there. A big play shot taken by the offense. Unfortunately, it ended in a big drop.
Defense has set themselves up nicely. 3rd and 10 now.
Hurry up, here we go.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he comes back with one complete. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield.
Almost not fair. The big guy running the corner route, being able to lean and push and get to where he wants.
So how do you stop it?
A lot of times you want to have a linebacker on him, a bigger body guy who can handle him physically. But a lot of times that doesn't work as well because his quickness often wins the route.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Able to get away.
That's why you keep the legs churning.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
Here we go now.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage.
Here we go. Green, 39.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. And this time they go underneath for a simple pitch and catch.
And not only do you get the pitch and catch, Brandon, but you're able to keep the receiver moving when you hit him with the drag route.
And a really long drive here, and it goes on and on. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
Yeah, another good run there. He's been such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
They'll look to throw here on first down. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down. Well, the numbers have been good in the passing game, and certainly a big reason why they have the lead. But now here, 3rd quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more?
Yeah, perhaps. I mean, after that incompletion, a little credit to the defense for shutting them down on that play. Maybe you try and run the football a little bit more in this spot. But they have to feel good about how they've been throwing it overall.
And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Well, Brandon, he's had a great day, and sometimes that just happens. It is the NFL. They will make some plays against you.
Just play after play after play on this long drive for the offense.
Green, 39.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Throwing left side, it's complete. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down. Okay, no score on that play, but this guy's been a touchdown machine all year long. You know they trust him with the football.
They come up in an offset eye. Now they'll run it on the toss. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
A lot of people call the toss a probing play to see what they can get against the defense, to see how they adjust and react. Their probing's working pretty well. That was a very nice run.
And the seemingly endless drive continues. They'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. It's the fullback. His first touchdown on the year. And the Cardinals will extend their lead. And that's why you have the fullback, Charles. Couldn't get it in the play before with a smaller guy. Turned to a little more power. They score it.
And now it has to warm the hearts of a lot of old-school football fans. They love when they get to see a little bit of power football.
So that, amazingly, a 17-play drive. And the Cardinals cap it with a touchdown. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Now we'll see what this Seahawks offense has in store with their first possession of the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second half?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Now a first down carry. It's Hill. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
On second down, Wilson. He completes it to Julio Jones. 11 yards for number 11. And until that point, we haven't seen Julio Jones. That's hard to believe here this late in the game.
And no one more frustrated than Julio Jones because receivers feed off of catches. That's their fuel, and that's also their affirmation. He hasn't been getting much of that in this game, and their team is losing, and he wants to have a better effect on the game.
Just the first connection, Ryan to Jones there.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
Now Wilson on second down. Caught on the right side by Jones. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Julio Jones, his first touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks are able to close the gap just a bit. Such an art to dot the I, just get the feet in right there against the line before going out of bounds.
Such an incredibly graceful, athletic play, but also a lot of practice goes into it. They work on that to make sure that they learn how to...
And now the pressure gets there, and he goes down. So he couldn't get rid of the football, and that deficit stays right where it is.
Well, they tried to get 2 and ended up getting none because the quarterback had nowhere to go with the ball and ends up getting sacked.
Nowhere to go at all. Great job, though, defensively. They were ready. And the Cardinals getting set to trot out there now. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that.
That was a good, strong run there. And while it won't pick up a first down, it was definitely something needed by that offense. A positive run. They got a good push by their guys up front. Maybe something they can build on as this game continues.
Back now in Seattle, Washington. It's Cardinal football. They're also out in front of the scoreboard as we get set for the fourth. Back to throw here. Looking deep downfield. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Cardinals. Their big-bodied receiver with his second TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Cardinals now adding on to their lead. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. The Seattle now ready to march out of the field. Throwing now, Wilson on first down. Surveying the field. Underneath here to Hill. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. A nice pick up there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
They'll throw on first down with Wilson. He's got time. Wide open receiver complete. And he's finally taken down, but not before getting across midfield and across the 45-yard line.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now you can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. On first and 10, it's Wilson. He completes it to Jones. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line.
Illegal forward pass. Offense.
So the flag is for the very rare illegal forward pass penalty.
Not often that a quarterback forgets where the line of scrimmage is. They have an innate sense about it. On this play, the quarterback did.
And they're going to go soft on the corners. Now it's Wilson. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 15 yards there on the catch and run.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, Because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? On first down, Wilson. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. Give him 3 on the play, and it'll make it second down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. Now we've got whistles and movement up.
False start, offense.
It's already 2nd and 12. The defense hoping to push them back more. Throwing again here. Wilson. They set up the screen to Hill. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
Now we've got whistles and movement up front. I think this is against Seattle.
False start, offense.
Alone to the right is Jones. Wilson will throw again. And Jones has it over the middle. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and it'll be a second down.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain.
7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. They'll run it here. This is their fullback getting the carry. It's a 6-yard pickup, but still a few chain links short, it appears, with 4th down coming up. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him, so when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
And he is going to lose yardage here. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down. And the defense is going to get the football back. And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. He's got, now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their role.
And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
So much of this game is focus and concentration. And whenever I see guys running the in route, I know that in the back of their mind, they're always wondering who's lurking inside that might put a big hit on them as they try and catch the ball.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. They're going to look to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And they'll get 14 yards out of it and a fresh set of downs.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
They'll look to throw. And he rifles one incomplete. Offense still needing 10 yards. Second down. Again, he'll drop to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
First down and 10 now for the offensive group. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Back to throw. And a scary incompletion, almost picked off. It would have been their first INT of the game. Instead, second down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. And he's going to be wrapped up and driven down. They push him back 8 yards that time on second down. He didn't get rid of the football there, took the sack, although that's easier said than done. He can't just chuck the thing sideways into the seats.
No, he really can't, because you're not afforded total protection as a quarterback. You have to get outside of the tackle boxes as defined by the NFL, meaning wherever your tackles operate normally, get outside of that, and the ball that you throw has to get back to at least the line of scrimmage. Otherwise, you face an intentional grounding call. Tremendous coverage there. Just did not catch the football and complete the interception. But what do they say all the time? If he had really good hands, he'd be playing offense.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback. The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. They had a great drive going last time. They were moving the ball, and then all of a sudden it just stalled out. So we'll see what they can do here, Charles.
And it's always easy to second guess when you don't get it on a 4th down try. But they had to like the feeling that they had going on offense. They want to continue to see if they can capture that again on this drive and maybe get in the same position.
Yeah, and that's, I mean, like I said, they were moving the football. It's not like they went 4 and out, so I don't think it's a deal where the offense doesn't have confidence.
No, I agree with you totally on that one. If anything, they may have gained more confidence. Okay, they stopped us once. That's all right. Let's keep moving it. Make them do it again.
Now Wilson. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains.
That coach is always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, but when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
Throwing is Wilson. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs. So the offense has it 1st and 10. On 1st down, Wilson. And this is caught on the sideline. But no, they'll say out of bounds. He caught it but was not in bounds. Incomplete.
Out routes are always timing routes. And if the timing's off just a little bit, it can really throw off a play. It looked like he led him a little too much there.
Yeah, there was a fraction of a second because he caught it, just couldn't stay in bounds. 2nd and 10. It's Wilson again. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
Timing's crucial in any route thrown, but when you throw an out, so many things are going through the mind of the receiver. Catching the ball, timing it up with the quarterback. Are my feet going to get down in bounds? On that play, all those things going through his head, Might have caused him to drop it.
And that's incomplete. Here's Jacob Shum now. He's been terrific so far. And there's a work of art right there. Out of bounds at the 2-yard line. The Cardinal offense now making their way back out onto the field. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. The big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. They've got a second down now as they look to salt this one away. And they give this time to the tailback. And a nice pickup as this one gets them to the 10-yard line. 8 yards on the run there, and that leaves them with third and just a couple.
And once again, leverage wins. The offensive line, lower than the defensive front. They moved them and found some good space for the guy carrying the ball.
Here we go now.
And prior to this 3rd and 2 play, we're going to get a timeout call. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he will have the first down here as he's up to the 15. And 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue. And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground.
Football's such a game of tendencies, down and distance, and on 3rd and inches, 3rd and 1. You think the fullback's probably going to get the ball, but when you get to 3rd and 2, most of the time that's either the running back or a pass play. So that's a nice tendency breaker by the offensive team there. Hand it to their big guy to pick up a first down. Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
A lot of scoring. There's no doubt about that in this one, Charles. Points, they were not at a premium. They were pretty easy to come by.
They were, but it was fun, wasn't it? Because both teams finding ways to click. And you know people who love this game, they also love baseball games that are 14-11 with 3 or 4 home runs mixed in.
So for Arizona, their winning ways continue as they get it up to 7-0. And they'll head back home next week to take on the Buffalo Bills. Meanwhile, for Seattle, they can't quite seem to turn things around as they fall into 2-4 now on the year. And they will be at home next week to take on the Miami Dolphins. So that's a wrap. For Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports.